Good morning. I'm Jancy Bonner, and today is March 6th, 2025, and this is Daily Talks in Metro News Network. Our story today is about nature versus nurture. We're going to be investigating how both genetics and environmental influences shape our identities and behaviors. Moving on to Juan Rodriguez, here to explain nature versus nurture effects on genetics.
Good morning. I'm Juan Rodriguez, and every day we observe the profound impact of behavior in human interactions. But have you ever wondered how much of this is shaped by our genetics? Today we delve into the complex relationship between genetics and behavior. Genetic makeup plays a crucial role in determining human behavior. It influences the social behavior of an individual predominantly through its effects on brain development and physiology. But how does this work? Here's a visual for you guys. Our genes shape not just who we are, but also how our children's brains develop. This brain formation significantly impacts their natural tendencies across a wide range of behavioral traits, from temperaments to social skills. Understanding the influence of genetics on behavior helps us appreciate the complexity of human interactions. It also reminds us of how the unique qualities each person brings into the world influenced by both their genes and their experiences.
Moving on to Duran and psychologist Malachi.
Good evening, and welcome to our segment on the important connection between environment and behavior. Today, we'll explore how various aspects of our surroundings influence our mental health and overall well being. In recent years, researchers have put significant focus on a seemingly simple yet crucial element of our lives: light. Bright, natural light, as well as artificial light, plays an essential role in shaping our moods and health outcomes. Studies indicate that exposure to these types of light can help reduce symptoms of depression and improve sleep quality. Today, we will be conducting an interview with psychologist Malachi.
Thank you for joining us today, Malachi. So, our question for you today is: how does light affect our mood and energy levels?
That's a great question. Natural light, in particular, has been shown to increase serotonin levels in the brain, which can significantly boost mood. When we don't get enough exposure in natural light, especially during winter months, we are more open to feelings of sadness and fatigue. And guys, remember, if you often feel sad, take a look around you and observe the factors in your environment. Thank you, Jerome, for letting me speak today.
No, thank you for coming with us. Have a good day.
As we transition to our work lives, it's important to consider the environment in which we spend most of our waking hours. According to the 2023 American Times Youth Survey, over half of our waking hours are dedicated to work or work related activities. Whether it's an open office layout with lots of natural light or a dim and cluttered workspace, the conditions surrounding us can have a significant impact on mental health. A well lit, organized environment can promote productivity and reduce stress, whereas a chaotic workspace can contribute to anxiety and burnout. But it's not just the physical environment that matters. Our social environment is equally influential. Factors such as economic status, race, ethnicity, and the presence or absence of social support systems can profoundly affect our ability to manage stress and maintain mental health. So, what can be done? Being aware of the impact of our environments allows us to make informed choices. Enhancing our physical spaces with light and organization, as well as nurturing social connections, can serve as an essential strategy for improving mental health. As we move forward, let's prioritize our well being by creating environments that promote positivity and support. Remember, small changes can lead to significant improvements in our mental health. Moving on to Jancy to explain the debate between nature versus nurture.
So, which of these two has a bigger impact? A long time ago, thinkers like Plato believed that some parts of who we are come naturally. They thought certain knowledge and traits are built in, which helps shape the idea that our nature influences us. On the other hand, not everyone believed in this idea. In contrast, philosophers like John Locke presented a different perspective with his concept of tabula rasa, or blank slate. He argued that humans are born without innate traits and that our identities and beliefs are entirely shaped by our experience. This view emphasizes the role of environment and learning in defining who we become. So, which holds more weight, nature or nurture? Current research suggests that it's not a matter of one over the other, but rather a complex interplay between both. Genetic predispositions can influence our potential, but it's our environment and experiences that often determine whether we fulfill their potential. We are going to have a short interview with two experts, Malachi and Gierand, here to join us. Thank you guys for joining us. This question is for Malachi. How does the balance between genetics and nurturing environment influence the development of coping mechanisms for anxiety?
The interplay of nature and nurture is a dynamic process. For instance, while genetics may cause someone more open to anxiety, a nurturing environment can help build coping mechanisms.
Thank you, Malachi, for that response. Now this question is for Gierand. How can understanding the contribution of both nature and nurture help us better support individuals in their growth?
Well, understanding both nature and nurture helps us provide support that takes into account a person's traits and the influences of their environment. This way, we can help people grow in a way that fits their natural abilities and the experiences they have.
Thank you guys for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Whether you lean toward nature or nurture, or a combination of both, the ongoing debate highlights the richness of human development. We invite you to think later and share your thoughts on this topic. Are you more influenced by your genetics or your life experiences? Going back to one.
As we wrap up today's newscast, remember that our identities are shaped by both our genetics and environment around us.
The ongoing debate about nature versus nurture highlights how both aspects come together to influence who we are.
Understanding this relationship can help us improve education and health strategies, ultimately benefiting everyone.
Thank you guys for joining us today, and stay tuned for more updates.